here, lessons from my father. My dad believes in self-esteem. I know this because my parents also believe in family dinners when I don't really like myself sometimes. So I believe in self-esteem, and I believe in encouragement. Even more so, however, I believe in the power of families and that the ideologies of our parents have a profound effect on our day-to-day lives.
Molly, I really liked how you used How the Grinch Stole Christmas as a detail that really anchored what you were trying to say about your belief. I have a lot of really fun associations with How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and again, it was just something that I thought really worked well here, and you could use that as an effect later in your paper or earlier in your paper to create something that links to your belief that may be a little bit more abstract, but I liked how you did that.
Molly, I know that we're not in the drafting stage, that we're going to talk about grammar or spelling or anything like that, so I'm not going to mention anything on this read, but I did want to point out on your last page, you mentioned that your dad tells you that he's proud of you and that you're a good egg. And I really liked how you said you're a good egg. It was interesting to me as a reader. However, I'm wondering if you can use sort of some of the terminology to reinforce what a good egg meant. So in your paper you talked about self-esteem, and that's the big controlling idea. So I'm wondering if maybe you can relate that good egg. Does that mean that you had good self-esteem?
On the second page, because she definitely had a very different experience than you did between her mother and your father and the way that they contributed to your self-esteem. I do wonder, though, that if you should make that more explicit, that maybe her mother had low self-esteem.
I like how you started by talking about your dad's belief, but I was wondering if maybe you could say something about how this influences your belief. From the outset, it wasn't quite clear, and I think that might help you get to the controlling idea. So, Molly, now that we've talked about your draft, do you have any questions for us before we move to Callie's draft?
Yeah, I thought you had a good point, Joel, about the detail in the Grinch Stole Christmas section and trying to include more of that. I was wondering if you or Callie had any specific ideas of places that need more detail?
Yeah, I really thought that when you started talking about Ashley, and I think Callie mentioned this a little bit, but there were some details you could really have brought out there. Thanks, Molly. Let's move to Callie's paper.